Ease into self-helping you. Self-help should not be stressful. It needs to be a natural process of daily positive steps to getting better, growing, and expanding. You know that you need to do something to address issues in your life, but you are not sure how to go about it or if it is even possible. You observe other people getting on in life, but you just seem to have too many things that are slowing you or stopping you. Well, it is all manageable. It is all possible, but we're going to need you to be on board and willing to put in some planning and some doingness. You're going to have to get busy. This is not necessarily an easy way out. It is for sure a successful way out, but don't watch any further if you think that it's going to be a walk in the park. Of course, I cannot understand where you are at right now. Only you know your circumstances. I can, however, state that there is a very manageable way to dig yourself out of whatever trap that you think you are in. So you could be just needing a little encouragement, or you may need a major overhaul. You could also be in a "you cannot help me" area. These different categories are what you will have to place yourself in. All I can do is explain to you that I dug myself out of a very deep pit. The details of my story are not important. I'm not looking for attention. What I can do, however, is explain how I changed my life around from not having any real plan to being on top of my game. When I say that I am on top of my game, then I'm simply stating that comparing me to me within a year's time period, then you would not think that it was the same person. I went from very depressed and have no purpose and no reason to get up in the morning to running a 14 to 16-hour day and loving what I am doing. I have a drive to get up in the morning. I accomplish many things each day and am busy with many projects. This can all be revealed in time and in these video lecture series, but we just want to give you a little slice at a time to keep you interested and winning. This is why we have labeled this video as Ease into Self-Helping You. The emphasis is on the ease. A little at a time is confrontable and doable. Too much data at once is wasted and can be overwhelming and also not necessary. The point of this video is to take you from wherever you are now and to get you to the next positive step up. Even if it is a very small step, it is an advancing direction. If we can achieve that, then we are well on our way to helping people. That is what this channel is all about. We need to point you in the direction of expansion. That means whatever size you consider yourself to be now, then we want to expand you to some degree, make you feel better and be better. Raise your frequency, up your mood, increase your awareness, make you able to confront a few more things than what you feel you can confront now. In other words, we want to improve you to some extent. So to be clear here, we are not going to make you perfect, not yet anyway. We are not going to give you a magic pill. There is no quick fix here. In my opinion, for quick fixes, you're going to have to go to fairyland, because in my world, they do not exist. What does exist is finding out where you are, placing a peg in the ground, and then seeing how you can leverage yourself to higher ground. With this method, then you can define a starting point and determine a direction to go forward. If you have been triggered by self-help and ease into, then that is a great place to be in. I say that because it means that you are in need of some self-help or self-guidance, whatever you want to call it, and you may have been pulled in by ease. In other words, to do something that is manageable, confrontable, and in small enough parts that you can work with it. Most, if not all of us, are under a lot of pressure to get things done, and just basic living, or should I say surviving, takes a lot, if not all the power out of us. This leaves us overwhelmed and not really knowing how to improve ourselves. We have all heard of stories where this guy or that girl get themselves out of a rut and they are now CEO of this or CEO of that, and they are winning all the way. Success, success, and more success to them. This is all fine, and it can be inspiring to see other people get on. That gives us a small hope that it will magically happen to us someday. Someday, yes, maybe. Well, in my experience, I was unable to implement the magic pill or the get up early in the morning and all will fall into place. I cannot prove to you that these cases do not exist, but what I've found is that the small steps, the gradients, the atomic habits, little by little methods of improving you to get you to become successful do, in fact, work. I can state this because I have studied many different motivational speakers' materials and also investigated various technologies on improving yourself. And I've then come up with patterns. These patterns are what have been used in all of these cases and proven to be successful. So that is what I've implemented into my life. And that is what you will be presented with in these few video series. I cannot reveal all in one video because of the amount of relevant data that you need to observe, but also too much all at once is not realistic and certainly is not possible to absorb, understand, and use. So this video that you are watching here is just to get you to see that there is a way to drive you forward in the right direction. Nothing else, just straightforward message here. If you want to help yourself and move on to a high level of energy, of drive, of skill, and basic living, then this is a very good place to start. Just remember these few points. 1. You're going to have to be on board and willing to watch a few videos. 2. You're going to have to be prepared to do some further investigations and do some personal planning for you and your life. 3. You're going to have to be ready to increase your knowledge and upskill yourself in some areas. 4. You're going to need to read or watch material and ask questions or do research to answer some of your questions. As stated earlier, This is not going to be a walk in the park, but it's going to be given to you in a slow, methodical way so that you can digest it, work with it, and then slowly implement it. But for now, this introduction into ease into self-helping you is complete. What we want to point you to next is to get you to understand expansion. Summary. We understand that getting things done that have been put off for too long need to be eased into so that you can confront them and therefore get them handled. Therefore, your next step is to learn about expansion in you. Look out for expansion in you in the next video. Link in the end slide coming up. Don't go away yet. Step up your game and go and find out how to expand yourself. Watch Expansion in You in the next video. Expand your knowledge, expand your skill, and expand your awareness. Most importantly, expand your application of these systems and technologies. If you found any relevant guidance in this video, then please give it the thumbs up. Subscribe for more motivational self-help videos. These are on the playlists on this channel. Wishing you expansion and success in your learning journey. Regards, lots of healing.